Extra for you guys to go in first.
For the most part, mostly well kept, at least on the top floor, making your ways down the ladder to the bottom where you're actually able to sit.
Mm-hmm.
It's
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
It's quiet enough. You can hear the general humdrum of Night City, like power grid going on, but that's really it.
Yeah, I would also add, partly for mechanical reasons, he would not have had time to like authenticate you or anything. So all of his tech stuff is basically bricked after like a week of inactivity.
Yep.
So like it could probably be sold off for parts, but
so in order to get ins with Miranda Blackwell's group, we got to do this job. They assume we're with her, like a part of her organization. At least you are. But this is going to get us closer to meeting her. This job. So you met with one of her people, a hacker, at the bar, and basically orchestrated this deal.
Yes. Biotechnica.
Biotechnica.
This is the guy that you met in Metal Storm, Mr. Smith, another hacker that you were able to interact with and get the job from. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. The only things you know, Gunnarsson, immediately, I'll say, is that currently it is alive. You can capture it alive or dead. They want most of the parts for them. If you keep any part of it, though, they will come after you. Yep. They want their thing, whatever it is. In the very sophisticated handout I made, that big circle on that second car is the actual where it is. Not in terms of like, oh, it's right here in the middle of the car, but that's the car where it's going to be located. Oh, and before I forget, just so that everyone's reminded, you do have a new friend, Big Joy.
Yep.
Yay!
Fucking troll face guy.
Yeah, he is not with you, but
Such a great friend, so helpful. Definitely doesn't just cause constant harm.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys are down at the bottom of Doc's new happy little humble abode. And Gunnarsson, you find yourself holding all the cards for once and dealing with this group.
Is there a VSS V? Oh my god! How do you pronounce it? VF?
VHS?
VHS. VHS. Oh my god! I'm having a stroke.
It's because you're playing a lot of Space Marines.
Yeah. VH. Oh, that's not it.
It's harder if you say H.
H. Like 8. But
VH play. VHF.
VHS.
VHS.
F is in
VHS.
Sam.
VHS. Okay. Is there a VHS player here?
Roll me your luck,
Almost.
buddy.
I'm like almost definitely.
'Cause I'm reckoning there's a big chance here, given the context of this previous character was really into analog stuff.
I feel like I have a feeling what it is.
All right. Roll that for me, Doc. Roll me your luck. Hey, that's a 12. Good roll. Yeah, there's a VHS player, and it even works.
And
When
there's
you go
not
to open
even
it, though,
porn.
a video pops up.
There's one already in it.
It
I
is
was just
labeled
looking
"Do
around.
Not Watch." Has a picture of a ring on it.
Are the others immediately around me?
Not really.
Well, since
Well, I
I'm
mean,
waiting,
we're within 10 feet of you. There's nowhere else to go. But
I'm actually gonna play it. I'm gonna slot that puppy.
Okay.
can I contest this? Or do I not know?
All right. So, all right. I'm gonna post this just so. Again, not actually happening, but
What is that? The ring?
yes, the ring.
Oh, I thought it was a wedding video.
No.
God,
Whoa.
I thought it
You
was
know that
I thought
motherfucker never married.
But no.
I thought it was just a tragic backstory. Okay.
The thing is, his tragic backstory is just his whole story. He's just a tragic man.
All right. Yeah, you plug it in, and for the most part, it's just random things. Not
Shitty horror
anything
movie.
related to Tim, not anything of anyone you can really recognize. It's mostly just a video of just different moments in time. But it works, so you can use the VHS for what you want.
I'm gonna slot that one out, and I'm gonna put the other tape I have on top of it for now.
Okay.
If
you're
we
not-
still have more time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you still got time. 7
Still
days.
have time. Okay. A specific amount of time.
So the way I would describe the bottom floor of Tim's place. Have any of y'all seen the movie Hackers?
I feel like I have.
Yes. Okay. Imagine Hackers, but after a midlife crisis and a string of depressive episodes. That
My
like
God,
it's
I've
that
seen
level
this.
of like that kind of tech and doodads and what he could do with it, but it's all just a mess.
Yeah. Got Doc fiddling with a VHS player. What's the other three of you doing?
Cass is probably going to I guess I don't really have anything like that. Probably just look around for pen and paper or like a e-ink tablet or something like that.
Oh, yeah, easy enough to find something to jot stuff down with.
Plunk it down on a table, sketch out basically almost exactly your very high quality handout.
Anyone wanting to look up... Actually, that is a quick question. Gunnarsson, do you tell them what the land train is?
If you need more time.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Jack, Dogs.
Dogs.
Nice.
Well, she definitely wanted to, but if she communicated that in a like succinct way, I don't think so.
I feel like
Admiral,
the
I'm
way
pretty
that
sure
things...
wants-
Sorry, go ahead.
well, I can't speak for Cadmo, but I think he wanted a part of bringing the Duke down as well.
Mhm.
Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Cadmo had only mentioned that he was trying to find this person as the key to complete a deal that would bring down the Duke.
Okay.
Not with the Duke, to bring down the Duke. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember how much detail I went into on that.
We're getting fresh currently, and fresh is a person, and it could help with the deal we need to make with the Hui to get the Duke's car back.
Yeah.
All of this is for the Duke's car?
Well, for her it is not, but it has been stated by a Cadmo.
Like, that is
Right,
the material objective that we are going for, ultimately.
What?
You said that
No, you were
she could be.
you were working with the. You were trying to like make good with the Hui or something.
Yeah,
and
that's
needed
true.
To also
That's
be
true.
in with the Duke.
That's true.
Yeah. I remember there was some type of thing with the Hui. It was not fresh to try and get the car.
Okay.
Can I make a concentration check to see if I remember that after,
So,
if there was any kind of
I
briefing?
will say this in terms of dealing with the Wii.
Mhm.
You still have yet to meet face to face with the captain to properly
Oh, you're right.
negotiate the deal
Yeah.
to get
Okay.
the car. With Papak was that Papak was the end to talk to the captain. Yep. Very much that moment of, all right, well, you got your foot in the door. What's your bait, essentially? And well, you guys got a lot of eddies that you're able to put to the forefront of this. You have yet to actually talk and figure out what the deal will be with the captain.
That's true. 50,000 eddies to bargain with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
It really is.
Yeah, this is why I was like, all right, we can start a little without Angel a little bit just to iron some things out. I can't remember if I gave you an exact date. Let's go ahead and say boo 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 boo. Yeah, we're going to say you have 12 days. From
Okay, that's
you guys in the actual Tim's spot. So you have time to think about this, research it, because there's information I can give you depending on what you're doing or what you want to do. So,
Alright, so we have bunches of time then. We don't need to get this ironed out right here and now.
Like, yeah, we'll have to figure out what type of preparations we'll need to make and make sure we have enough time to actually make those preparations.
Yes. Hmm.
So you want what?
Pacify in what sense?
So what, you're trying to get 2 jobs out of 1 paycheck? I care about money. I don't know where even this job is coming from, or frankly, much of anything about this whole Black Welsh chick. But either way, I'll help you, but I need my cut of it no matter what. Oh, shit, you should have started with that. So, any of y'all ever robbed a train or a car or a slow-moving scooter?
Yes. Train. I've never seen a train before.
And then I was also going to say, could I make a concentration check to see if I can recall any information of my gang days robbing, like, bigger objects? I doubt we ever got as big as, like, a train, but, you know, like, semi-trucks,
yeah, go for it.
smaller haulers, stuff like that. 13.
13. You've never actually got into one of these. Again, they are a mega hauler, and they're called that for a reason. But you have robbed like smaller things. Your line of business in regards to that was very much the, oh yeah, it totally fell off the back of the truck. Yeah, don't look too close. So it wasn't hitting a truck and taking all the cargo. It was hitting the truck and stealing a box or two.
Alright, so I'm gonna be out of my depth for this. A little bit. Right.
Also, the big thing with that is you're talking gang hitting a like supply car or something. This is corpo.
Right.
Yeah. This is specifically like the one kind of good corpo.
Yeah. Okay, so, like, I as a player, I
Yeah.
have some ideas that the character might have if we want to get straight down to tactics as it is. But information gathering before we even start talking about proper strategies
Mm.
could be worth doing. I've almost definitely got some outlets I could get information from. I'm not sure about y'all, but I'm hyped about this. This is what my character does. She's also hyped about it.
In that case,
Is
then
there anything else you want to tell us? A train, a land train, a corporate land train. Any more specifics you want to give us to fulfill this job? Yeah.
I would like to help hunt down the jackdaw to end the jackdogs. I don't fully understand what we're doing with this bar heist.
I mean that sounds good to me. So basically have Kat and I do the research for the heist while y'all are dealing with other business. As sad as I am to miss beating up a bunch of gangers, it is what it is. Gig hustles, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Oh, okay.
yep.
Okay. I mean, okay, then yeah, that sounds good.
Good time.
You're
Oh,
red.
no, hey, Red.
Quick question.
When you say neutralize,
Hey guys,
Oh,
hey, man,
just got back.
Nice.
we're in heist conversation mode.
I got you. Well, by all means, keep talking. I'm listening.
Just a quick update. We're figuring out in what order we will deal with the heist, and then in exchange for giving us the details about the heist, Gunny needs us to help her deal with the Jackdogs issue.
Of course you would.
That's a red response right there. Mm,
Fuck you. You got.
You're being helpful here, fully and completely.
Damn you!
as far
Alright.
as robbing the land train, how many of the company's names has Gunderson given out? Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So
Fair enough.
Alright. Then I'm
As
good
of
to
yet,
start.
Cadmel's on board.
I'm happy to hear. I just want to know specifics on what we're going to be doing with the Jack Dogs here. You say neutralize. I just want to confirm with you.
Oh, no, that's not gonna fucking, yeah. The moment if you say the words absorbed into the police forces, Cass is gonna be like, just snort violently, like, probably mid-sip, just full spit take,
Give me a resist drugs and torture.
starts chuckling, yeah.
Now,
Let's see
maybe
if it comes out your nose. It doesn't. Almost.
No, almost. Hold it back.
Maybe you could convince. The idea is maybe you could have Red take them in instead and become part of my legion. Or my army, actually. Why not? They'd be a force for good against corporations.
It's,
And I
we can
work
look at it
with
from that
Reclaimers.
angle.
And I work with the Reclaimers closely. That should give me some pull.
It's the language you're using, Red. You said Legion, your Legion. We're talking the community at large here. I think I'm okay to support you if we're going to rehabilitate these people. I don't want to neutralize other sense of the world. So if we get rid of their leadership, they're not going to have anyone. They're going to disband more than likely, or go into smaller groups. If we proclaim,
You are not a saint. You can't change these people that easily. Even if the Reclaimers are themselves, not likely to. No, I'm saying that what I'm trying to say is that the amount of people you are trying to rehabilitate will not be rehabilitated that quickly, that easily, even with Reclaimer help. And you're basing this all on the idea that the Reclaimers will actually help you, even if we talk to them.
this is. I mean, yeah, we'll talk to them, but this is something that.
I'm just trying to seek out avenues that are more likely to be possible. Possible, damn it. I'm not trying to profit out of these idiots. They're morons. The only thing they're good for is pointing and shooting, that's it. I don't want them if I don't need them. What I'm trying to say is that you're trying to get them to become good people, or somewhat better. The only thing that can do that is Reclaimers, and Reclaimers are the big pinch of your question. Will they help? Even if we ask them. That's something I don't know about. Okay.
We can.
Ziggy, can we get
This is a
started?
good
please?
avenue for us.
Can we get
Say
started?
again.
Yeah.
Say again, Red.
Can we get started now, please?
We are started.
What's happening?
This is it.
This is we're discussing. Really.
All right, fine.
Yeah, we're all at an old. God, why can't I remember his name? Yeah, Tim's
guys-
place.
Yep.
Chatting out this plan, figuring out the details.
Okay, I'm saying all this as me. I wasn't saying this as Red. I didn't realize it. Okay, because I thought we were just still doing outside of chat talk. I didn't realize we were already in it.
Yeah.
Are you good?
No, we
Yeah.
went into setting the theater of the mind.
Okay. Because I wasn't keeping that fear of the mind, you know. So.
Let's see.
Doc technically owns the place, yeah.
Is currently my
At least until
place.
as long as he makes the next payment.
Yeah.
Alright. So, what's going on here? Why are we connected in Tim's place? In Tim's old place?
It's pretty damn secure. The door's good, and I don't think many people knew this place existed. It's It's not
I
like
will
I've been
say
here
this real quick for Havoc and Gunnarson's benefit.
Mm.
You both know that the area without a role, this is considered neutral territory.
Yep.
The only people who would risk even drawing a gun here are the jackdogs.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it genuinely, you guys are in one of the safest places in the combat zone. In the sense that if someone draws a gun, everyone dies.
Okay.
Like, Tim was still looking at getting turrets installed, but they were more of a hobbyist project.
Anyway, so we're here on neutral ground. I assume it's for good reason. Red visibly tenses and looks very interested. Like he leans forward listening. Explain. I'd rather say that they're successes, but go on. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm.
Okay, and then we reunite for the second 5 days and they actualize.
Yeah, yeah.
5 days seems like a 5 days seems like a good barrier of time to get together and reunite.
Hanging
And the
out.
week we could do a week. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Certainly get
That's
us some
fair.
I can certainly get us some manpower.
Yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is try and find someone who knows the specific things we need.
I'll work on getting us bodies to help with the heist.
Well, it's not the heist. The bodies are needed for it. The bodies are needed for the jackdog. Yeah.
Fair. They're probably more.
Let's come to agreement then. Are we cool with getting the Reclaimers involved? I think this is their bread and butter personally.
Well, my new place is actually a part of the Reclaimer territory. They could probably work there as guards if you wanted. Well, if we can get them to guard my place, I can expand the neutral zone to there at least. Because then it'll be actual armed guards to take care of the place. What? You guys don't know? I actually have a base here in the combat zone. By the Reclaimers.
The fuck? And I'm sleeping on your couch?
Yeah, if you wanted a hotel room, you could have asked.
I thought we were chum.
Yeah, we were chill until you decided not to give me that girl's phone number.
You know
Yeah,
the cost
so-
of
okay,
living
there.
now.
Place, you have a fucking. Alright, that's.
If you want to be cool, you gotta
Yes,
be cool,
believe it
you
or
know?
not, I have friends. I know it's not familiar to some people.
Yeah,
What
the
are
girl
these friends?
that she knows is hot as fuck. She is so my type. No joke. And I thought you were gonna be a choom and help me out a bit, maybe talk me up, but no, nothing.
When he says my type, Cass leans back and like covers her mouth from him and just mouths rich as fuck.
That's a pretty universally appealing type.
Pretty much. Anywho, yes, I do have a place. It's owned by Reclaimers, but I use it basically as a safe place. If we get guards, we can actually expand the neutral zone and make it a genuine neutral, I guess, hidey hole or whatever you want to call it. But basically, it would become a sanctuary for those of the Reclaimers, maybe even for regular people. Gunnarsson, I'm giving you a mansion. Don't ask me to make you a paradise in the sky. Look,
Rampant drug abuse and alcoholism.
look.
Need some therapy for that.
By the social division, are you asking me to make it a safe place for the police, or to allow the police in to talk to people? There's two different things. I will do my best, but please do not expect me to promise you that, okay?
Simon, play.
Now,
I know.
let's go piece by piece first. Let's get the Reclaimers help first off. And let's see if they'll allow those jackdogs to become guards at my new place. Hey, for God's sake.
You gotta think big picture here. If we want a better Night City, it's more than just guns.
I'm not saying they're just going to be guards, but that's going to be their placeholder title. If I can get them there, and have people protecting the place, it makes a neutral zone. Isn't that what you want more?
I think our rocker boy friend here is dancing around the point that what you're both inciting in one way or another is just gang-on-gang warfare. You gonna deny that the police are a gang like any other? Sure, they got a training camp, corpo sponsorship, their quote-unquote government. But either way, that's one gang. If you're pulling in on another's, the Reclaimers, they're not gonna be happy about that. That's how they see you. Sure, the jackdogs are a problem, but how much of a solution are you compared to how much of a problem you'll be? And it gives like a sharp shrug.
But let okay. But this is all a mute point until we talk to the Reclaimers. Can we do this now and not discuss hypotheticals?
I mean, I think the Reclaimers are mostly you, man.
We can hash it out. We got a lot of rep to throw around there. I have tried imparting on the local community centers basic first aid and meditation. I'm only one person, though.
I just gotta preface this real quick. Doc says I have tried, and it flashes back to trying to teach these people CPR, and just ribs breaking everywhere.
She knows. I am one person. More is better. I know. I'm trying. Plural. Yeah, I get it.
So okay, Doc, let's you and me go see if we can make a miracle happen.
I mean, I just hope Thomas isn't as much as a tough when he's there. Okay. Alright. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, biotech.
Yeah. Want us to roll knowledge rolls or something on what we know about them?
I believe, Cadmiel, you rolled good last time.
Yeah.
But anyone else may freely roll. Yeah.
Roll what?
You can roll a local expert or education.
It's just text. So.
Ah, okay. So only they know about it. Okay.
Wow.
Yep. So, Havoc, I will start with you then, real quick, with your roles.
Okay.
So, first off, library search. This is something you can easily do just on your agent right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no. So, library search, for everyone's information, is Googling. It's you pulling up your phone and looking shit up. So,
No advance.
very easy, very simple. Sorry, cyber Googling.
Mm.
Have to be on brand.
Yeah, they say it's so simple, and then your phone breaks up when you can't type certain words anymore.
Yep. In terms of that, with the cyber Googling, your library search of a 23 being a crit success,
Oh,
the information that you are given, Havoc, with the idea of it being a land train, being able to plug things in, look stuff up, you find that it is a Tetracorp American hauler by Tetracorp.
I have to correct you. The crit library search was Doc.
It was? Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, no, I rolled a home for the reclaimers, and then a streetwise.
Okay,
Based
I
off
thought that
that
was you when I was
one.
talking about that. 'Cause-
Yeah.
All right. Well, Doc, you know about the Mega Hauler at least because it was called a land train in your presence.
Mm.
So it is a monster cargo transport that can be found on every major land route. It is normally a well-protected caravan. Part of the whole thing with these is that it can carry everything from just kibble to fully loaded assault rifles to the brim. It is a heavily armored cab, state-of-the-art, optical sensors in the dashboard, watching the driver, activating audio in case the driver starts to fall asleep. It's a full suite of communication tools, and normally there's assumed to be a crew nearby ready to help. It
crew as
is
in nearby on another like container or like another vehicle.
help in another vehicle could arrive.
Okay.
For your guys' information mechanically, it has 200 health essentially. So if you start shooting this thing, it's going to take a while. On top of that, it's armored. It has 2 installations of bulletproof glass. So it's heavy, thick bulletproof. It has a combat plow, so if you go head to head, you will lose. It has a heavy chassis upgrade. It has housing capacity, so it is actually holding more. And it has 3 smuggling upgrades. So you have to spend the time to actually search it if you want to get all the loot possible. There is also the security upgrade. It does not have cloaking, but it can biometrically lock the doors.
Okay. I'm gonna be passing this along to the crew.
The big thing with this, what the biometric means, just as a little thing, because as you're, again, cyber Googling, looking this shit up, you end up hearing about one guy that managed to break into one of these by himself. They found him a month later on the other side of America, dead of starvation. Because why kill him when you can just starve him? They just locked the door and left him in. So it is a threat that you know can happen.
So, if that's a concern, I just say we make our own door.
Yep.
Big enough boom, we put a hole in the side of it.
Going to the sophisticated handout, I will state that this is the handout given by Mr. Smith to you, Gunny. The more information you know, specifically, is that if you are able to get on top of the combat plow and get to the front windshield, it's small. One person could slip through it easily enough. It is made to be able to be driven while your head is down out of sight. The front windshield is not bulletproof. If you can get in the front, You can take out the drivers. This does mean, though, that it will go wild and crash.
Will one person be able to drive it?
Theoretically. Again, comes down to what you're capable of. The
I've
other
got a
thing,
10 drive land vehicle. Just
Yes.
saying.
which comes
Not
back to the
amazing,
biometric locks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Correct. Yes.
I was gonna say,
So
if
I
we're
will-
not, is there a cutting torch we can get if we just take the time?
that is a thing. Now, the other thing with this as well that Mr. Smith did recommend himself was going through the bottom.
That I might be able to do.
It's more risky, but it prevents people from shooting at you or trying to ram you.
Mm-hmm.
Lastly, he did remark that there should be around 7 people. It is unknown whether they have drones. And given the fact of how high tech it is, yes, the systems can be hacked.
Okay.
Was the 7 people including the 2 drivers or separately?
That is including the 2 drivers.
Okay.
I have thoughts. Could we perchance get the image from the layout on the screen so we can like doodle on it?
Give me 1 second here.
Do-do-do-do.
Close. Zoom out so I'm actually looking at my shit properly. Scroll back up, grab you guys, scroll back down. I gotta drop you right there because I can't grab you and scroll apparently anymore. Alright, there we go. Now you guys are on the right map.
Okay, cool. Whoa.
Thing is big.
I do have thoughts. It is
This is just like the front.
gigantic.
This wouldn't be
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Nope.
Oh yeah, we also need to think of a plan on how to haul out the loot.
Yeah,
Because
so I'm
how
like,
many-
fit in
a
Blondie's
complete
car.
plan here. I have the beginnings of a complete plan. It might not be the best plan, but it is a plan. So
Oh,
Catholic got mobility, melee ability, and can drive. Basically ideal for hitting the front, right?
yeah.
If we have a secondary vehicle, it's got to be large enough to carry the lot of you. Getting multiple vehicles is probably a stretch. Getting underneath would be the difficult part. If we decide to attack from underneath. Alternatively, we get the side vehicle, do it as a typical van, try and just rush in and break into like one of the sides here. So block into that area, try and hack our way. If that fails, blow our way through that door. I can do all this. So, van. Well, oh, that's fair. A cutting torch, perhaps. It would take time, but ideally at that point, Cass would have the front restrained.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, no, they're terrible people.
So yeah, we break in from there.
Why do you think we want to kill them so bad?
Yes, I do want to point out, if we do not end up taking over the driving bit, there is no way that we can really take much loot outside of the primary package.
do you not
Hey
have-
guys, I would
vehicles?
like to point out the existence of something. The Gunmart Door Cracker is a cheap explosive device made for hard entry. It's a 1-inch diameter, 1-inch thick tube thingy with tape. Mechanically, it's an explosive that takes 30 seconds to set up. It can be reduced once armed and detonated. A 2-meter yard by 2-meter. Sorry. Oh, good lord. Can't read today. A 2 unit by 2 unit section of cover takes 66 damage, and only that section of cover. Meaning, what we could hypothetically do is bust in here with the target and then basically evacuate out the bottom, have a way to get out of there reasonably safely. I'm sure there's tech for it. And then get picked up by the truck, which goes that way. So
Yeah,
go
we
in
don't-
there, come
That's the
in.
thing is, unless
Boom.
someone else is bringing a truck, we
Might
have
have to just actually take the
car.
truck.
I think we
So-
need to just obtain a truck somehow.
Okay.
Because I'm the only one that can move at the speed that this thing can on my own. And I'm built for that.
Yes.
I mean,
There's
If we
two
want-
groups of nomads
here's-
we can ask vehicles.
here's a thought, yeah. If we ask the Aldecados to get in on it, which is big, but potentially if we can get a vehicle and a driver from them, maybe just a vehicle, but ideally a vehicle and a driver, then that can be relatively settled and we can just focus on our workings inside of it. And then we have the driver to get us to where we need to go, as far as dropping it off. So it's all prearranged rather than just showing up with a blazing hot piece of property.
Question.
And we,
I
I mean, that's true. I mean, the other thing would be me trying to get my people, maybe, but like, they're like old acquaintances at this point. No, I don't even have many real friends.
avocados, I think, is
Say-
our best bet. 'Cause I'm going to tell the other group. I don't want to mention their name.
I want to
Mhm.
know something real quick though. If we know where this route is going, couldn't we just take over the vehicle and then just and use a rail line to take it to where we think it's safe, like into the combat
That's-
zone?
Not
It's
a rail
real
line, it's
blood.
just an armored car that has the.
It's an armored truck which can be
If you-
piloted autonomously. Am I right about that?
Not
I hear that?
Mine was a
autonomously.
train.
Okay,
It
okay.
requires people.
Yeah, like
Okay.
if you check the.
But
on the
it can
character
be
menus,
locked down.
There's like the
Yes.
So
train looking one, but it's all like 18-wheeler wheels.
as far as I can tell, my like sort of best case scenario, put bluntly out of character, is Havoc gets in the front somehow, takes out the 2 crew there, EMP charge, if we can afford one, to knock the whole thing out as best as we can. Blow in somewhere, either the bottom or the side. The side is probably easier to access with a truck maybe gotten from the avocados, maybe just fucking stolen and then dumped. Like, we're not
Yeah.
exactly being law-abiding citizens anyway. So there's
Yeah.
yes,
It's true.
yes. All right, then yeah, we should get to that.
So no clear plan to start off with. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just trying to get over a loose plan, like bullet points.
Yeah.
Mm.
But getting the front is gonna be. Getting the cockpit is the best case scenario for us.
The thing I'm really worried about is that biometric lock, because if we can't crack that, it just crashes, and then the odds of any of us surviving goes down significantly.
You could take 66 damage, right?
36 damage max.
Yeah, I can.
I can, but I'm not happy about it.
Either way, though, that's a lot of discussion about this on terms of that.
Glad
How
to get
do
it
you
out.
get, and you guys have discussed that you're wanting to meet as well with the reclaimers on that situation.
On the Jack Dog situation.
Yeah. Anything else? Okay. All right.
Alright, Red,
Yeah.
let's hash this out, Red. You gotta be very specific with Thomas. As you know, the way he is.
Yes, I know. I never convince him of anything. He likes you.
He likes me, but I'm horrible with words. I'm horrible with words, Red. I'm horrible with words.
Okay, look. To make this plain, we want him to take in the Jack Dogs, and then we want to be able to let police social division come in to give them rehabilitation. That's it. Clear stop at my hotel. Done.
That's the main thing of a message. I'm just thinking he's going to take some issues with that, mainly the police, and the police.
I know. That's why I said not to make a promise that we can't keep on with Gunderson. Clearly. The problem right now is how would we convince unarmed police, even their police, they're unarmed, to come to a hotel belonging to them? While I might be an owner of it, I still report to the reclaimers that it's still their army. And it's still
I
their
don't
building.
think the police are going to be a part of the community on large, and that's not our problem, the police. It's convincing him that the police are not his problem.
Fair. So, let's just go in, tell them the situation, just tell them everything flat out, and then try to convince them from there.
Okay, alright.
I mean flat out that to appeal to one of our members, we need to have what?
Alright.
To appeal
let's
to one
just
of our
frame this as
core group.
Okay.
Dude, you keep interrupting me. What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry, continue.
I'm trying to say that to appeal to one of our crew members who has a unique skill that we need this done, period.
I think we should try and frame it as something just for the community, because he's gonna be asking what's our interest with this individual then, rather than what we're trying to achieve here.
Police clearance. Police approval, I guess. Becoming friends with the police and having protection from the police. I mean, they can do a lot of illegal shit under their eyes, right?
Well, we can start from there, I suppose. We can start from there.
Yeah, I mean, having a friend with the police means that you got a favor call on, essentially, you know? But
That's not horrible. That's not horrible. Okay, that's good.
you get a favor with the police, I guess.
Let's give him a ring.
What, you don't want to go there?
Oh, let's just call ahead of time.
Okay, go
Just
ahead.
try and be as nice as possible.
Yeah, you do
Ding
it.
ding.
Yeah. Get an answer on the phone from Thomas after a couple of rings. Just not.
Thomas, how you going?
All right. For the most part, why are you calling me?
Me and Red are just gonna swing by the base, and we have a proposal for you. And you know we're coming.
Proposal. Right. What you thinking? Got information for me?
Not really information. We're just trying to do trying to make the streets a better place. And
You don't
being
even
part
need
of
to
the
roll a
client.
human empathy as you hear a right.
Looking to get you a favor with the police.
Favor with the police.
Yeah. We'll give you the details when we get there. But right now, that's our main bargaining point. That if you help us, we can promise you that you get a promise from the police, or rather a favor from them.
I hate to say that you at least get my interest.
We'll be
So-
there.
Right. Meet you at the gates.
Mm-hmm.
meet you there. Yeah, okay, let's get rolling.
Right behind you, bud.
We haven't got a car, so we just walked there. We're in
Pretty
the
much.
combat zone, so it shouldn't be too much of a walk unless we get mugged.
Yeah, for the most part. Neither of you have the phones, so you don't have to worry about it.
We don't need that fucking Wild West character here right now. You can come back another episode.
Yep. Eventually, you guys manage to get to the Reclaimer's base. Thomas meets you at the gates, inside, or actually outside, not even letting you in proper, as he stands there, arms crossed, just that moment of, so, what's this I hear about police and all that? Gotta admit, I'm shocked that you, of all people, are saying that, calling them by name, not calling them pigs, oinkers, and nothing else derogatory, eh, Red?
Believe me, it's struggling for me not to do it.
Right. So,
But here's the sitch. Here's the sitch we got for you. Thing is, one of our compatriots, I assume you might know of them. I'm not going to dignify that, because you know everything, obviously. But what they want is to get rid of the jackdogs. And to get rid of the jackdogs, they want to rehabilitate them. But they believe in you. They believe in the Reclaimers, or at least to a certain extent. What they want is for you to take in some of the jackdogs. However you want to put them is your business. You can even put them at my hotel as guards or whatever have you. But basically, they want access to them with non-armed essential personnel to give them therapy, rehabilitation, whatever. In exchange, you take in the jackdogs, just let them take care of that, and then they try to rehabilitate them from there and go on. What I'm promising you in exchange for this, however, is that my associate is with the police, obviously. So, if you help them out, they will help you out. So you get a favor from the police, or at least a favor from this particular police officer. Flat
Wow.
out.
Well, the biggest thing I'm going to say with that right off the top there, Red, is you're right. I do know who you're talking about because they showed up with you before.
Not
And
gonna insult your phones.
the next question I'm going to be asking you really here is why do they care about the jackdogs?
They're a problem for the entire combat zone. They want to extend the neutral zone, essentially. They're weaker, but they're more chaotic as a result. So they need to be a part of some group, and your group is one of the best ones here.
Well, now you're making me blush. So, they're wanting to rehabilitate the jackdogs?
Correct. And they don't have the
I think we're gonna need to be
facility
sitting here making some more sense here, Red. And the sense more said to be, why should I help them with the jackdogs when I could just have you guys get rid of the jackdogs and then they help me and mine if they're really wanting to be that kind of keen.
Okay, out of character, what is he proposing? I'm
He's
trying to
proposing that you just kill off the jackdogs, and if the police are willing to help people, have them help the people that actually need help.
Okay, got it.
Well, just message me it.
Tell me.
No, I'm not gonna remember it now because he meant it.
Just message me so you get it off your chest.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. Look, my associate wants to make sure that they save as many people as humanly possible, and if they can rehabilitate the jackdogs, the fucking no-names that have been a thorn in your side, why not? I mean, let's face it. If you can get more people to actually work for you, that only helps your cause.
Right. And see, I understand that, and I understand wanting to help people, but by that same token, it's back to that issue there. Alright, give me a second here. Ah, okay. Again, though, it's definitely my concern that... Look, I'm on level with you, Red. You're asking me to take a rabid dog, and even if I let you have him, even if I said, kudos, good luck, and I did my best, these are people that have been strung out on blue glass and everything else. I'm pretty sure one of them is even on black tar heroin somehow, so...
That's a new one.
Exactly. So, I'm just kind of wondering if their heart's in the right place, or if this is just naivete speaking.
Honestly, it might be naivete on their part. I would more likely agree with you in saying that it's better just to kill them off and just put the dog down, but...
Red. I think we're looking at a different thing here. Isn't the reason for the Reclaimers to reclaim shit street? We're trying to do something good here. They have trained professionals. They have doctors, they have therapists. Even if we make a small difference, it's a difference. We can't just gun down everyone on the street here. Almost. What's the point of this organization if not to do something with it?
I need a human empathy from both of you.
That almost brings a tear to me.
Alright, I want to Guys are too much of a nihilist. We got to be good for once.
All right, human empathy. Let's go.
Where's my human empathy at? Oh, it's just a stat. I'm gonna.
Oh, not human empathy. Sorry, human perception.
I'm gonna
clarify.
add +2 onto the. Oh god!
Yes.
Fucking damn it, cunt! What?
I'm going to
Good
drop
line.
2 luck on this.
All right. God, I'm so proud of you, Doc. I love you.
18.
18 from Red. Doc, you say that, there's that moment where he looks at you, and you think you struck a nerve, but not in a bad way. It's a good way. Like, you might have got through him a little bit, like, what's the point of this then if you're not doing this? Red, you get a glimpse under the fucking mask there for a half second, and you know that it is the same look that you yourself have given burned out roadies, or God, what's the term for people that follow the band around? Fuck.
Groupies.
Yep. It's that same look, like that, oh, you really bought it, didn't you? Just that moment of the persona slipping. Just, you catch it ever so slightly. And now you see why he's constantly getting onto you. Because you're wearing a fucking mask when you're talking to him.
I'm not wearing a mask right now.
He thinks you are, though, and that's the problem. But he doesn't realize you caught that as he goes, you got a point, Doc. The biggest thing that I'm concerned about is making sure that I keep my people safe. Again, the jackdogs have been a problem. I'm sure you heard about the, what the fuck they call them? The jetbirds? You guys were asking about them before. These guys are like wild dogs biting at the heels of everyone. As much as I want there to be good people, I can't. What am I supposed to do here? You're asking for a way to deal with them. Okay, cool, I can house them. What are we going to do that? You want me to go in with a billy club and start smacking people around?
Just allow them to be at my hotel. It's an office. It's
Hey,
not
I
anyone
can stop
that they
people from showing up there. Just ask that you keep shit down. So what is it you want from me on this? Because they can, you could put Red Chrome Legion in there for all I care. Songs ain't fucking with us. So
You're blessed, basically, because they're going to be because it's still your territory. Still, I'm not assuming that I have full control of the place. It's still helpful to the reclaimers. I'm not going to allow police if you don't want there to be police.
right.
I'm trying to be respectful here.
See, that's what's throwing me off. It's being weird.
That's fair.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm a changed man. Okay, I told you this like weeks ago.
Right. So I got his thing. Doc, what do you want out of this?
If we can make any difference,
I don't give a shit
would
about your
be-
difference. What are you wanting me to do here?
I need them to be housed. I need them to be in a safe-ish environment that their professionals can work on them. Is that possible?
It's possible, yeah. Biggest thing I'm going to say, though, is whether or not they can manage it. Again, these are people that have been cast aside time and time again. And as much as I believe in 37th chances, 38 ain't getting one. So what is my guarantee that this is going to go okay? Yeah, cops come in. And you're saying they'll be unarmed. That's great. That's fine. I need something I can hand my people. Because we built this, and the cops have come snooping around, and the cops have come shaking us down, and the cops have come asking for bribes. What am I supposed to do to my people when they see these people coming in? When they see people red and white and blues coming in, knocking on doors. Yeah, they might be helpful, but what's there for me to guarantee our safety?
Okay. You make a fair point. So, here's what I can say. Sergeant Gunderson, we're not going to be coy about it anymore. Fact is, they
Right,
believe that their precinct, quotation marks, is different because they're the ones that actually try to help. So, how about this? We tell them that in order for this to happen, if they want their people to come into your home, they have to offer something else as a result. Either medicine, food, whatever have you, but they have to offer a tribute.
kind of takes that second. See, now you're thinking like an actual landlord.
You chuckles at that.
That is probably the highest praise I ever got from Thomas.
Right.
But, yeah. If they want to come into your home, they pay a tribute to do so and then do their job, whatever have you.
Okay, tell you what. They pay to get in. Like, and not Eddie's. Eddie's switch hands too easily. I'd say they have to actually, like you said, something tangible, useful. Be it food, water, resources, something. And they offer us the same thing. Actually, I'd say this. They prioritize the reclaimers over the jackdogs. Because let's face it, I know how you two work. There ain't going to be that many jackdogs left. So,
Fair.
but if your sergeant agrees to that, I can see us getting along a little bit better.
All right. You got a deal. And I open my hand out for a shake.
He looks to you, Doc. What you thinking?
I think it's acceptable. I
Right.
think we can deal with this. I'm glad you've changed your mind. She'll hold out her hand.
Yep. He shakes first with Red. He shakes with you, Doc. Just kind of gently, as he shakes your hand, the other one comes up, claps your shoulder for a second, and then he lets go after squeezing your shoulder and just goes, by the way, little birdie told me, actually I should say little fishy told me, you got in a fight with the wee-wee?
Fuck, oh yeah, well, yeah, it's,
With that, he lets go, and he goes to walk away.
it's for a funeral! Oh, fuck, man. Hey, it's like piranhas, I'm being followed wherever I go.
Hey, you're the one that decided to fuck shit up in a funeral.
Blood in the water.
It's,
All right. Let's go
free, man.
Gunderson got his deal.
Yeah,
Let's go Gunderson
okay.
got his deal.
I'm just quick and give her a call. Boop bop beep boop.
Ring, 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 banana phone.
Calling the police. So we got the deal. We've got something sorted. There are some caveats in the negotiation. They want a toll for whenever cops come in. Not Eddie's. Like food, medicine, usable stuff.
You have to favor the jackdogs. You have to favor the reclaimers in what you give them. Like, give less to the jackdogs and favor more the reclaimers.
Which I wish was not a thing, but I doubt he was going to move on that point.
Don't thank me. Give me the info. You fucking bitch.
Red, you walked into that one. You walked into that one. That's hilarious.
Oh, you.
Honestly, again, Thomas is very much like he'd rather talk and get it done in one day. So there is.
Those right afterwards.
Yep, I would say honestly, this is the next day. So 11 days left.
You.
Let's bang it up. A deal is a deal, Red. We can't just do it in 5 seconds. I know 5 seconds is a long time for you, but you know we gotta bang this out. We gotta long haul this.
Oh, got it. Fish bait.
You just hear.
Ugh. Fine, how about this? I set up a performance and get them out of their hole. Or maybe I make a performance and get a bunch of people to fuck them up. How about that? So a concert. Uh, oh god, your piety is insanity.
Well, we could offer them a cleaner drug, a more chemically pure one, be more healthy for them, less addictive. Yeah. Yeah, let's promote drugs to the masses, Red.
I'm sorry, what?
I said we should promote drugs to the masses.
Okay, that's somewhat interesting.
Well, give us a bit to research it. I will need to find a specific thing, but I think we advertise this drug or something like that through Red, because you know that's his crowd, and you guys can do whatever you need to do on the precinct end.
Yeah, let's just get this done.
All right, so
Is
real
this to the
quick.
precinct? Oh my goodness! That's gonna be. I can't wait to do that. That's gonna be.
Real quick, just gonna kind of plug into Cadmail and Havoc. So this is the day after your meeting in the old Tim place. What are you doing on this day? Because I can say streetwise, I have an answer for you, Havoc. Cadmail, is there anything you want?
So I believe my part was to try and just kind of head into work, run the hustle, and see if I can figure out if anyone knows what person might be getting shipped around by Biotechnica.
Okay. With that being the thing here, I'm going to kind of switch this up a little bit. Where the fuck is it? There it is. I kept looking for corpo. No, it's exec.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have you roll for. So, what I'm going to do with this, guys, is have you roll your hustle for all this stuff. But instead of making money, what you would make money wise will determine how well you do.
Cool.
So you have a 1 in 6 chance of nothing going well. But in terms of taking the hustle to get this information, go ahead and roll it. D6, please. A 1. You landed one of the more money-focused ones. So, landed a moderate success on a project, earned a reward bonus. Normally this would be... What's your rank in exec? 4?
3.
3? Okay.
Yep.
Still, same amount. So instead of 300 eddies, you're going to be getting information. The thing that you're looking for is not a human. It is a beast, an animal.
Okay.
It has been fucked with in one way or another. Because it is Biotechnica.
Yeah.
So, the biggest thing that you know immediately is that it is not venomous or poisonous in and of itself. It might be now, but traditionally it wouldn't be. The big problem is that it's able to be invisible.
Okay.
So it becomes a bit of an issue, especially when you're hearing this from this man.
Yay, good old James.
Yep. James, the poor bastard, is the one that you managed to wrangle around to get information on Biotechnica. I'm going to roll his D6 to see how well his week's going for you. Unless you'd like to roll for James.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Come on. 6. A step low. He took out a legitimate target. So in this instance, what this means is James the poor bastard has blood on his hands. He thankfully washed them before doing the deal.
Right.
But he has pulled his weight this week. James the poor bastard is being sent on a mandatory vacation, though, shortly after this, due to the fact that heat is getting a little hot in the office, and he made a wave or two. No good deed goes unpunished.
Of course.
So it is something that is not naturally venomous or poisonous. It is capable of going invisible. You know it is an animal, not a person. And he will let you know that I don't really believe it's like really that big of a problem. I guess it would depend if it got out of its cage. Again, I'm not totally sure what it is. The closest I could get from the information I was able to get my hands on here, Cadmiel, was, and he kind of fidgets for a half second, pulls out his agent, and he shows you a quick picture on the screen. Blood is fucking everywhere.
Okay.
The body is missing a head. It looks like it got hit with a shotgun. But on the chest, there's like red welts. Kind of like a cat scratched. You got cat scratch fever or something. But it's big, like across the chest. Just kind of checking, seeing if anything was useful or jewelry and things, and came across that. This guy was one of the I hesitate to say engineer. Bioengineer? I don't know. Biotech? Scientist. Scientist, researcher. He was one of the guys working on it, and he had that from it. So, don't let it touch you.
All right, yeah. Thank you for the heads up. Since it sounds like you're going to be having some time off, do you need me to cover anything for you while you're gone?
Roll me your luck.
Should be. If I can properly press the buttons. There we go. God damn it.
Oh no! That is a 0, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, there is. See, while I'm out, I need someone to, go to my apartment and check on my fish.
All right. Yeah.
Not even corpo work. He thinks of you as a friend.
Yeah. That should be handleable. I don't know. You got a key code or anything I'll need?
Yeah. And just to your agent, he sends you the data pack for his code to get into his apartment.
All right.
The worst luck of all, Cadmiel made a friend.
It's his first one.
Well, not Joey.
Oh, yeah, Joey. Second friend.
The time mean nothing to you.
At least you have this list of friends and it says none in the background.
Oh, God. But yeah, Cadmiel managed to get some information that way. Great to see, great to hear. All right, Havoc. Your turn, buddy. You're all solo, right?
Yep, I am full solo.
Rank 8 or 9?
I am rank 8 currently, I believe.
All right, roll me that D6, buddy.
How do I do it? With a 1.
All right, a 1. Not the best, not the worst. Bodyguard work, low-end client. With a rank 8, that would normally be 500 eddies. But in this case, it again, with the focus of trying to get your shit done for this job,
Mm-hmm.
being paid in information. You're actually having to guard someone not related to your gang, but still in a go-go gang.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the whole shtick that you end up with that is, at one point, as you're just hanging about, waiting for a deal that they're doing to kind of end up, there's a moment where you get back in the car with them and you see a mega hauler go by. It's in the distance. And the guy goes, oh, one of these days.
Dream years, huh?
Either own it or do that. Man, you know, some of them have turrets installed on the ceilings, I've heard.
Oh shit, that sounds deadly.
Yeah, especially when you don't know about it.
Cut you to pieces.
You'd be lucky if they managed to keep your boots intact.
Mm-hmm.
Say, if you were going to do that, how would you do it? Because, see, how I would, my first thought would be get a spike strip, but they probably armor the tires. So me and a couple boys would get a big chain, put it around the spurs of a bridge, let it hang low in the desert sands, gets close, just rip it up. But not try to tip it. Put it right at the height of the cab and just take the whole fucking thing out.
Actually, not a half bad plan.
Right.
If you had a fabricator and a month of prep work.
Right. You know, there's also talk around that there's some places where you can get some things to break into that sort of stuff. Like normally for safe cracking.
Hmm. What, like, tech? Demos, or?
For the most part, stuff that just any old person can use. You know, there's this one crazy old bat. She has like this whole drum. I guess you could just call it acid. Eats through anything. About like a month to almost a good couple of months. Apparently there was this whole thing about a safe that she was going to melt through with the drum, but didn't get the chance to.
Hmm. Think it'd go through glass?
Oh, I think it'd eat through anything.
Careful, might eat through you. And she kind of turns and gives him like a sarcastically evil grin.
Shoot.
With just a hint of real evilness under it.
Yep. Just, he goes to slug your shoulder, stops, and just gently taps your shoulder. He's like, that's what I pay you for.
She nods. He goes, this lady got a number by chance?
No number, but man, she was something to say the least. Not really a people person by any means, but character nonetheless.
Oh, we gotta leave the front stage for you.
I believe her name was like Linda or something.
Hmm.
Uh,
And I roll on Linda the Liquor.
Yep.
Ed could not, and he had the most to learn. Let's see if Cass can manage it. Nope.
Yeah, eyes wide as he continues to just kind of talk about this crazy old bat. Never mentions her by name. That might be why you don't really get it.
Hmm.
Like, never properly. Like, Lisa the Liquor, Lindy, and just back and forth. One point he does say Linda, but then he says Lint Liquor, and it's like, okay, whatever. But I will tell you this. You have an idea of something that can get through all that stuff if you want to put the effort to find it.
Yeah, that would be a good way to spend my week.
Plus, you also know about the turrets that are possible.
Exactly.
That's
So-
really good intel.
I'm looking up the prices on a few different things.
Yes.
So the Gunmart door cracker is an option. It's only 50 ebbies, and it blows a hole in whatever surface you put it on.
Right.
It just takes. It's not like an in-combat thing. It's very much an out-of-combat crack. And then I was wondering. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to get the money because I don't think I've gotten paid for anything yet. I'm at 620 eddies.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I would love, if the information is shared about them being about it potentially being an invisible animal, I would love to pick up a pair of cyber eyes, but I do not have that much money
Yeah.
because it's 1,200 to get cyber eyes with infrared.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
oh
I mean,
well.
Cadmiel would share that information with probably just
Possibly.
yeah, probably
go ahead.
just with Gunderson.
Oh, okay.
But also, since he was told about it separately, he'd keep it separate. But also, he owns an infrared scope,
Okay.
so it shouldn't be an issue.
I was gonna say, we could also just be stupid and analog with it. Bring a sack of flour with us. If it goes wrong, shoot the sack of flour. Poof. There it is. Yeah.
Also, when you listed the amount of damage that the explosives do, it looks like we'd need at least 6 if they roll close to max damage to break through.
Oh, to break through one section of this?
Yeah, because it
Or
does
to
200
demolish
health.
the entire vehicle?
So that solid. I will say this: the doors and stuff on the interior have a different health total. The health total for the entire vehicle is going to be separate, although it will be impacted by like massive shit going on.
Okay. So wait, was the 200 for the walls or the vehicle as a total?
Vehicle as a total, in the sense of like
gotcha.
all of this has 200.
Okay.
If you start
Gotcha.
beating on a wall on the inside, you'll fuck up the electronics, but you're not going to kill the car if you do 200 points.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Let me
So,
preface that.
talking with
200
people-
points over the course of several rounds. 200 points one shot? I'm very concerned.
So, do I think that like one or maybe 2 door crackers on a section could blow a hole in this thing?
I will say, let me read that real quick. I would say 2 of them will make enough, should make a big enough hole for one person to slip through. So wide enough that you could go in one at a time. You could not fit 2 abreast.
Hmm. That could still work.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, I would like to pick up in the course of my thing. Well, really, I'll just leave those as a goal. I would just like to contact this Forgets and Shiggles wardrobe and style.
Okay, make it make sense, please.
No, okay. I'm gonna go with conversation.
Okay, just kind of bringing it up to people.
Yeah, just being an extrovert, which I can't really roleplay very well
Yeah, no worries.
for obvious reasons. But yeah, like goes out for like a couple of nights on the town in the direct area, hits up different solo bars and nomad bars, and chats up people.
Eventually, you are kind of told about Linda the Liquor. You're not given the whole story, but the biggest thing that you know is that she's constantly fucking high and kind of insane. So it's kind of put in the air on how well you'll be able to interact with her. I'm going to say this. It's hard to find her, but you've been given an approximate location. At the end of the hustle, I'll have you roll a luck.
Okay. So I did make the 500 from the bodyguarding, right?
No.
No, that's at the end of the week.
No, you get none of the money.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
All I got was Linda Liquor.
Linda the Liquor. You got Linda the Liquor, and you got the information about turrets that might be put up in the top.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus the idea to just essentially your chain idea, but way more violent.
So I need some cash. I'm gonna try and track down Cadmail during the week.
So during your hustle week, you will not be able to.
Okay.
Again,
Um,
we role played it. That was more towards the end of it, but it is taking an entire week to do that.
okay, right.
Yep.
Then shit. No, that's pretty much all I can get. At the
Alright.
end of the week, I guess I'll try and track down this chick. The thing is, I only have $600 on. I don't know
Yes.
if that will really get me the sort of things I'm looking. You know what? Fuck it. I will go track her down before I talk to people, just so it's a known rather than an unknown.
All right. Roll that luck.
D10 plus 5.
So
14.
Nice. Yeah, you managed to find Linda the Liquor. With it beating even a 13. Because a 10, you find her. 13, you manage to actually find her when she knows you're coming, and she's not currently holding the acid.
Hey!
Right. She's also not holding her shotgun, so you got that going for you.
That's good.
Alright. Very much like when she comes into view, the hand like drops to the sword and willfully has to let go.
But you get the moment. Eyes lock through the messed up glasses. It's just the hello.
Hi there, you're cheerful.
No. Is there something I can get for you, Cookie?
Well, if the holidays are coming up, I figured I'd be in the mood for good nut cracking, you know? I got a big nut I gotta crack a couple of nice person-shaped holes in.
Oh, then you're going to need something very spicy. Person-shaped holes. Holes to be put in a nut? Oh, yes. Say, you wouldn't happen to know those people. The ones with the things.
I know people with things.
But not the things?
Well, that's why I'm talking to you.
Do you have raindolphs? Or scuba gear?
Could be acquired.
If you have scuba gear, I can share something.
Does it, the nut's not underwater. I'm terribly sorry, dear. I don't mean to offend.
Oh, so it's not a normal nut. No.
No.
People don't know that nuts are supposed to be there. All these old people not understanding. Okay. In that case, then...
It's a very large truck-shaped nut. Particularly high-tech.
A high-tech nut, the shape of a truck. In which case, I'm going to assume that's not moving. Because if it's moving, that'd be dangerous. And if it's dangerous, you wouldn't be doing it. If it's dangerous, you wouldn't be doing it. If you're not doing it, you wouldn't be doing it. Because if you're not doing it, why would you do it? They have to not be moving. Have you considered a stop sign?
We have not considered a stop sign.
Then, I can give you a stop sign. But only if you find the one who owes me my food.
Yeah, alright. Can I roll a concentration check?
Yep.
Cass's own ability to follow mine just let out.
Yep.
I made
no
it
worries.
that far.
Essentially, until you asked for a skill roll, I was going to keep going.
Oh
Being
god.
completely honest.
These
Lord.
ciphers, old lady, what are they?
Actually, could I make that perception instead?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think I don't think I can make it endurance. It's the only roll I've got that's better.
No, I'll give you endurance. Although
shit.
resist torture probably should have been more apt.
Let's
With
just
hey! 15 perception, you're able to keep track. 18 endurance, your legs hold tight. 26 critical success, you managed to actually listen and remember parts of the conversation. When she asks for the one who owes her food, you're able to point in a mirror. Ah, makes her very happy. Clearly, this person's holding on to her. With the perception, while she's distracted, screaming at the mirror, I'm going to ask you to roll me your evasion.
Oh shit.
Alright, she has to beat a 21.
The moment it turns into combat stuff, my rolls just magically improve.
Ah, she got a 21, but it's flipped. Yeah, no, you managed to get out of this situation without getting shot, as she does shoot the mirror. And as you're getting away from the abandoned apartment complex that she's in, there's a distinctly red-shaped mark on the wall. Not that you would know. There's also a sword stuck through an elevator. It's ruined, sadly. But there's a vat of acid that you could grab. Big old 50-gallon drum.
That seems excessive. Fuck
That's
it.
what she has.
I know I'm strong enough. I'm just gonna snag it.
Yeah.
I'll
Hell
pay
yeah.
you back. Thumbs wet.
You have officially angered Linda the Licker.
Never again.
With
You
that,
really screwed the pooch on this one.
hey, you got a vat that was capable of melting through Militech stuff, so
We have 50-gallon vat, guys. This is good.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, so hear me out. There's gotta be at least one jet bird still flying around. We get him to swing over it with the 50-gallon jump, drop it on top of the truck, and then we climb in from the sides up through the hole in the roof. Hole in the roof takes care of the turrets.
I have to specify this real quick, just so I don't know if Havoc knows this. I can't. Havoc doesn't know. Okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, for the most part, though, that's that. I believe now we're going to cut back.
What don't I know?
There is one jet bird. He ain't flying no more, though.
Oh, rip.
Yep.
Those cunts.
Cutting back to Red and Doc and Gunnarsson. Y'all got a trip to the precinct.
All
I hate
right,
to
I'm gonna.
do everything about this. I really hate being here.
So
I
as
heard
much like normal precinct in Night City really depends on where it is. So I'm actually going to pull us back to the other map, if it'll let me. Boop, boop.
Thank you.
So for instance, up here in like the high rises and everything that's real pretty in the Corpo district, it's one of those like nice, sleek black buildings, fine bulletproof glass exterior. Like you could see into every office, every floor. The only ones you can't are clearly the ones that are used for interrogation, but they want there to be a view. It's a beautiful building, majestic eagles and falcons. There's lions on one side, bears on the other, tigers up on the roof. Oh my. So, that's the Corpo. Yep, that's Corpo. It's really nice in that sense.
Bougie.
Like, even the people there, like, you've probably only been there once, Gunny, in the sense that you know for a fact that all the cops there have subdermal armor just so they can wear their nice Armani suits without being worried. Yeah. You get to Watson Development here in that blue, and it starts to become a little bit more, I hesitate to say industrial, but it's definitely more proper police, like proper uniforms and everything. Not too special in the way they kind of act or do things, just very much, all right, we're doing this. Like almost every other Night City cop, though, they are corrupt. It's a given. University District is a lot more of, it's weird. And that's these lighter blues in between everything. Those ones are very much either really old, just grouchy as fuck, or younger, I'm gonna make a difference! Because they just finished law school. So they're not quite to your thing of like, I tried to make a difference, but their hope is yet to be crushed. Pacifica? Yeah. Pacifica Playground is very much your beach bod. Hey man, like you can't be doing that here. Yeah, more or less, yes. Just they're all lifeguards. They're all good at swimming.
Rescue.
It's like it's really weird that all the cops there are just dude bros. Yeah. New Westbrook is very much a little bit more Western in its appeal. They tend to like having revolvers and things. They're closer to the Aldecados. They got the Badlands, so they kind of have that feel. They have more motorcycles. Lordy, can't talk. And oh, yes, he is. Yep. It's really interesting in the sense that as everything's kind of kicked off with them and stuff, they've done their damnedest to like curb down on the amount of meanness they portray. Since your thing happened, it's going poorly. Yeah, they did try. They did try. A certain asshole on a motorcycle though ramped it up to 10 at that point. The biggest thing for them is that they definitely have that sheriff feel. All of them big aviator shades, mustaches, a lot of Stetsons and cowboy hats and stuff like that. Your district is a little bit more closer to an Arbite facility. It is unpainted unless there's graffiti on it one day, as there is no point putting nice shit up if someone's just going to rip it down or paint over it or deface it. You have barbed wire on the roof to prevent people from trying to climb up or jump from adjacent buildings. Never mind the fact that there is no building standing next to yours for a block. It is an open approach from any angle. There are actively sandbags placed. However, it is one of the few places in the combat zone with working air conditioning and heating.
Dicks!
You have so despite the fact that it is a war zone and each of the people who are stationed there, as you stated before, the ones that are like, I'm going to make the difference and have had their hope crushed, or like still fighting to try to do something, or they are the like, yeah, man, I'm here to just crush some fucking junkies. I don't care. Like, it's one or the other, really. And for the most part, everyone there likes to wear big armor just for the fact of like, if I am big and intimidating, people will not fuck with me. And if I need to move, I will go through them. Yep. So that's what you guys are approaching. And Red and Savage, I need both of you. Actually, no, just Red. Red, roll me your luck.
Fuck you.
It's special attention.
I got 3.
3. All right, so
that's a 12 total.
you got lucky. Because there's that moment. And actually, Gunnarsson, roll me concentration, too. Yeah. Not really. This is more just a moment. Okay, cool. Yeah. Red, you managed to get walking, get in, or at least coming up to it. You do walk by one of the cops who's on patrol in the square around the building. And just kind of eyeballs you for a half second and keeps walking, not really paying any attention. Gunnarsson, it's that moment as you're walking across the street. There's this one road with one chalk outline. It's from a guy that got hit by a car, actually a van. And you remember hearing about this guy in a jacket, brightly colored, just really riling people up. And like, there was a guy with like one of your people shot him with a rifle and he took off. And it's that moment as you're coming up to it's that moment as you get to the front door and you go to check that they have their passes. You lock eyes with Red. Yeah. It's that moment where it all comes back. Red, you really started a riot against the police here at one point.
Let's go to the police. Hey,
Did you give us
I
a
have
tour?
told you, but I hate this place.
Guy at the front door just kind of checks the passes, looks at Savages, checks it, cool, checks Reds, cool, looks at you, Gunnarsson, and remember, you're still kind of persona non grata at the moment a little bit. And just that moment where he looks at you. Fine. Buzzes you through. It's definitely that awkward moment where there's a shut door between you and your two friends.
Yeah, not ideal.
Yeah. Weaving your way through, easy enough, not too troublesome, not too worrisome. There is a moment. Let's see here. Getting into your office, there is caution tape put over the door of it. When you go to like pull it down, someone's like, "Oh, she's back, she's back." Yeah, it's very much them picking on you because you're persona non grata.
You want to help these pricks? Why? Yeah, we
And,
treat you with respect.
on one of the chairs.
Yay. Ooh, that one. Okay, cool. Okay. You guys managed to get into the office. It's all fine for the most part. People,
Venetian blinds.
I'm going to say roll me. Yeah, go ahead. If you succeed, it's noir. Yo, it is noir. God, that fits so much with what you rolled before. That makes me happy.
Oh yeah, what are we discussing in your?
That's something else that's going to happen. Don't worry. Yeah. It fits with what you wanted, though, so it
Bunker.
makes me happy.
Let's do this fast, okay? I really do here. I feel my skin's crawling.
Um,
Really? Gang? You go with that word?
He's just trying to be nice.
Look, I'm in a very uncomfortable place. I'm gonna lash out. I'm sorry.
James.
You need a. Have you eaten?
I
Yeah.
figured.
Okay.
Hmm?
Ugh. Uh-huh. I never said it. Right. I can gather a crumb.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea.
Wait, so are you calling this like it's not really stone wall, it's more like the breaking of the stone wall. Wait, so quick question. What year is it?
2045.
It's 2045. I think it's time. The timelines line up. I think it's time for another Woodstock.
Fuck.
Okay, if we're doing a
Everyone
Woodstock,
is so impoverished. Instead of it being like, "Yay, drugs are legal," it's like, just take the good drugs, please.
okay, if we're doing it that way, that's much more interesting to me. Hey, alcohol for lawlessness. If we frame it as lawless, I'm gonna be happy.
Making drugs in a police precinct? Never thought I'd do that, but that sounds like the best avenue. We'll figure something out. Oh,
Yeah, it's that same moment you look to the door, you hear the tap, tap, tap of metal hands against it. The blinds keeping whoever's there out of sight.
Yeah, that's possible for me.
Standing there is someone that most would consider having gone cyber psycho, but he loves his job too much and seems to take joy in it. As you know him as the Max Tax Specialist, Hiro Jiro. He fancies himself a detective.
Damn.
This is who you rolled.
Impressive.
Max Type Detective. Crazy.
Yep. Oh, you definitely can.
All of Mad Max. Let's get it over with.
It's that moment where the door opens. He doesn't go to lean in to look or anything. He just puts a hand against the door frame so you can't shut the door as his thumb hooks over it just right. Yeah, just and he speaks. Yeah, speaks without that pipe even falling as he's just, "Hey, Gunny. Say, saw you came in with 2 new bright faces. Are they here to help you with some of your leads, or who are they? They got some fun going on?" Oh, right, yeah. Say, just out of curiosity, they said you really pissed off one of the Lone Ranger guys from Westbrook. That true? Murdered? Really? Wow, that sure is something. Normally a recovery zone marshal's not really that bad. Damn, what happened when he got there, huh? Oh, wow. Well, I'll say this at the very least. I'm happy you did that. I really am. Go ahead and roll me a human perception at a -2.
This guy is just awkward as fuck. He's getting the bad vibe.
It's only because there's hardly anything to read other than his voice. Oh, dude! Yeah, no, like, apparently you know Max. I'll let it... Okay. I'll let it ride. I'm happy with that. It's fine. I'm letting that... I will let that roll, because you are having a conversation anyways. Oh, I love it. I will consider that a human perception. As you know... Yeah. In 19. Okay. Still though, rolled a 10. Fuck yeah. Yeah, no, you needed that. Yeah, when he's just like, I'm really happy you did that. It's not in the case of like, oh, you turned in a guy that like shot people. This is playing into the fact that many consider him already cyber psycho. Like, you kicked the hornet's nest. He has more work to do. He's happy. Yep. So he's one of the few people you know that if you make more work, he's happy. He does not want to be bored. And he just nods. So, gonna introduce me to your friends? Ah, come on, Gunny. Yeah. His head kind of, like, he has his hands on his hip now when you say that, and he kind of just lifts his chin up as he's kind of eyeing down. Where his nose would be, he'd be looking down at you a little bit. Just, fine. Right. Good rhyme, good rhyme. Tell you what, fine. You let me see what they are, who they are, and everything, and I'll see if I can help you. How about that? I'll put my little bit of... And now, Doc and Red, you hear him say, I'll put my Max Tack hands on it. As he goes to step in. And you're both greeted to the sight of Hero. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
That's what I've been thinking this whole time.
Fuck. Okay, wait a minute. Let me roll something. Okay, God damn it.
Damn, my internet famous.
18. The door opens further. He slips inside and shuts it behind him. His eyes flick over. He sees Doc. And Doc, you immediately feel like you've been threat detected as his eyes just click, scan, click, go over to Red, scan, stop, blink, blink, and the hand comes up to his pipe, pulls it out, looks at you again, puts it back in the mouth. You got red metal here! Holy crap! Well, you know, sir, I really am a big fan. And he pulls his hat off, just shiny chrome all the way, as he starts to step towards you.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought cops would be the last ones that would be my fans.
Yeah, I really like the way you do things. All that violence and stuff you talk about, not lately. Lately, you've been kind of sad. But before, loved your work. It was great. Down with the institution. Great. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you sign my hat?
Like, that is just like somewhat flabbergasted. Like, this is the first time a cop, of all people, a Max Tech cop, has asked for his autograph.
Yeah,
And, like, this is like a shock to the system.
right.
Like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or if I fucked up somewhere.
Well, he liked it when you were violent. Oh, go ahead and say it. It's fine.
Uh-huh. Well, if you're being genuine, then sure. They got a pen or a marker or something?
Uh, I need a fucking. What would I have you roll for this?
I don't know what you're trying to get at.
No, it's the fact that you see his hand split open down the middle, not like in between the fingers, but in between. Like, instead of it being split in half between the fingers, it's split laterally. Like the fingers themselves split open. All of them. And he holds out a pen doing that. If you want to, I will ask anyone with more than four empathy to roll me a will check.
Damn it all. Where's Will?
That is your will score.
Oh, 6. Okay.
Yep.
This guy's a bit strange.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, buddy. Chaos, roll me another d10.
Alright. There. 7.
Yeah, so that was 6 plus 1 minus 7. So, yeah, that's a flat 0. You are definitely weirded the fuck out. Not enough to lose empathy, but definitely creepy as shit. As you're now using a pen that was originally his middle finger to sign his hat.
That tracks.
Yep. Takes that back. You see him give a nod to you. He looks over to Gunnarsson, one eye, and his eyes don't blink up and down. You know the old screw lens where they close and open? It's like that. That's how he winks at Gunnarsson as he says, "See, that's how you get fingerprints for free." Oh, I will. Hey, I already gave my word. And what am I if I don't have my word, right?
A cop?
I was going to say a cyber psycho with a license to do whatever I want. But cop works fine. Same thing, really. Oh, nah, Gunny here's different. Ain't you, Gunny? And I'll be honest, just flat out, he's referring to the fact that until recently, you've been cyber psycho. He's laying into the fact that he considers you not psycho, though. Oh. Have to tell me all about it. Anyways, nice to meet both of you. So,
Exactly.
what are they doing to help you out with? Yeah. Oh? Oh! And he, like, takes his hands, goes to clap them together, stops for a second, gently places them together, then rubs them. Yep. Oh, all right. Tell you what, I'll help. Yeah. After all, you're going to need a high-ranking person to sign off on all this. I've been. Oh yeah, perfectly. Real quick question for you, Gunny. Are you talking paperwork? And he points at your desk where you see there's a stack that you have yet to do. Or paperwork. And you see something that's a little familiar. You know someone else who has one? What was it called? The finger Giselle? I'm forgetting. I'm gonna have to look it up. The taser finger. Well, that's what he currently has extended from his pinky, as he says, or my kind of paperwork. So, just to clarify then, real quick, in front of your friends, so you have no chance to back out, you're saying that there's a good possibility that violence will be involved? Oh, good to hear. Great to hear. Say, Red, you're okay with violence now, right? Your sad songs aren't making you, oh, what's the term? Lily-livered? Oh, okay. And what about this one? And he points to Doc. I like her eye. It's metal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does have a bit of a punkish look to her. I guess I should properly introduce myself to you, ma'am. I am Hiro Jito, although most just call me Max. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. And he holds a hand out to you to shake. Doc?
I am Claudio.
Yeah.
I am going to be wearing gloves from now on.
I'm crossing my arms. Dr. Savage, I'll be assisting in any way I can.
Dr. Savage. Ooh, red metal Dr. Savage. You sure know how to pick them, don't you, Gunny? Oh, how is she, by the way? You really should visit her. I can honestly say that there's probably at least 5 cases in there revolving around one of her rifles. Either way. Is there any questions any of you have for me before I let you get on with your planning?
Nah,
Um,
Not really. I mean, I want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
What about
This is the
you?
second to last
honestly,
place I really want to
not, yeah, not really. Honestly, I haven't got too many complaints besides the the rampant. Besides the rampant violence, but we're trying to curb that.
Right. Interesting. Anyways, I guess the real question then is, this is what the one was. Red, which one of us do you want to tackle you? As he points to him and Gunny.
This is really a question?
Yes. Well, Gunny mentioned a concert, and you'd really like it if we knocked you down a peg in full view. Plus, it'd probably do great for your ratings. Which one of us do you want us to tackle you? I could do it. I can make it look theatrical. Or Gunny could do it and possibly bruise something.
Yeah. I love the offer. Thanks for the offer. Honestly, if I have to pick between you two, I'm just gonna have to go with Gunny. Because the fact is, if I'm gonna get tackled by a police officer, I at least want him to be a woman. That way, there's a chance for a nip slip.
Fucking hell.
Crosses his
Yeah,
arms.
red metal.
Makes the point of looking down to his chest. You hear the tonk of his chin against it. Just, I knew I should have got the implants. And he turns for the door.
Yeah, sorry. I don't roll that way.
Never quit being yourself, red metal.
And,
Yep.
I'm
With
gonna...
that, you guys have met someone in the precinct.
Yes, and I want to talk to Gunderson privately. Or as privately as humanly possible in a freaking police station.
Can I get the lab?
Hmm?
We still planning shit or
Yes. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I meant for all three of us to get somewhere private.
Yeah, that's. Mhm.
Alright, fine. So, here's the thing. I, Red Metal, am not going to be playing the concert. Someone else is going to be playing the concert. You'll see when it happens. I'm just warning you of it now. So when you see a guy in a mask, that's my plan.
okay, well, it's gonna be a lit festival then.
Yeah. I'm going to bring that guy out. Yes, it does. He is the same set of preferences, honestly. But yeah, guy with mask is going to be playing, not me. No, he knows everything. Don't worry.
Really, just where's the lab at? Alright, let's do it. So your coworkers are fucking weird, man. I don't want to say any shit. You're trying to do good shit, and they're just being cunts. Just want you to know. I hope the Max Tac guy, man. I can't get a read on him. So weird. Only been on the other end. It's been- Let's hope we can do something. Everything we do kind of blows up in our fucking faces, but I can't stop.
Keep dreaming, Jefferson. Keep the dream alive.
Yeah. What sort of lab are we dealing with here? We having assistants? Is it going to be sterile?
It's definitely not a surgical lab by any means. The chemicals that they tend to work with are more irritants than drug, but can be done. You can actually see the trail of lockers, a couple of them with names and stuff. You see one just labeled Hero, but with an E. Everyone's like, oh, cool, that's really neat, until you notice that there's like fucking gouge marks from his metal hands digging into it when he tries to open it. He doesn't use his locker anymore.
This gun
yeah.
is locker down here.
Yeah, what does your locker look like at first look?
It's the hardest to work.
I will say this. Can I get a perception from both Doc and Red?
I've got threat detection on. I'm locking in.
Threat detection will work for this. Alright, 19. What about you, Red? What you got for me? An 11. Red, you don't spot it, but there's a moment out of the corner of your eye, Doc. The selfie of Elfline Online, you can tell that's Jerry's avatar. Yep.
That's a feel good moment.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we grab a drug that already exists and we do a bit of tinkering. Where's your drugs? Where's your meth? Where's your... How is this?
Alright. With that being said,
I don't care.
I will say, can I get a persuasion from you, Gunnarsson? This is you to convince Max that, well, okay. Well, here's the question, Gunnarsson. Do you tell Max that Red is not playing? Yes. If you do, I need a persuasion for him to not tackle Chaos Bolt. It's persuasion. It's all in one. Yep. All right. Cool. Come on. Yeah, no. You eventually bring up the fact that, as you're talking, like, oh, he's actually has a talent that's going to put on the show. And he goes, oh, great! So I have a chance to help his reputation. Max is going to play up everything when he tackles Chaos Bolt. With that crit fail, I'm going to tell you this, Red. If and or when you get tackled by him, I will ask for a roll. If you succeed on that roll when it happens, you will gain a reputation exclusively for Chaos Bolt.
Really?
Essentially, Chaos Bolt will be shown on live TV fighting Max Tech and actually getting a few hits in if you succeed. I will give you that little bit as a heads up.
Oh, you're hyping this up, and I don't like it because I know what's happening.
But it is with that. I hate to say this, but that's where we're going to call it for the night.
Every time I cry.
As that first week goes by, leaving you with... Yeah. Because we have the hustles that go by with the other two. We have your interactions with Thomas. And I'm going to say it wasn't just, hey, get passes for two random strangers to get into a combat precinct. At least 2 days there. So the bonus for this, though, is you have 5 days for the train heist with 60 XP to each of you.
Honestly, I honestly didn't think we'd end this quickly. Not mad, just surprised.
Part of it is, I'm going to be completely honest, I'm running on fumes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. The weather was shit. I felt like shit. I feel better now, but I'm tired as hell, so I'd rather end on a good note before I start making things up off script.
Okay, got it. Fair enough, then. Could someone tell me where to find, like, what it costs to improve your rank? Because I've been looking through the book the entire time we've been playing.
So, part of it is